Welcome back. All right, news of the day video for all you fine people. There are the topics that we will be discussing today in today's news video. Again, we're getting closer and closer to the free agency period, so yeah, things are going down. I'd like to apologize though. Last night, forgot all about everything. I didn't watch Dynamite. The Memorial Cup slipped my mind. It was like I did that video yesterday on the trade, and then I went and did the treadmill, and I mowed the lawn, and I did some other yard work, and took care of all the pets, and I was like, I'm just gonna go watch some TV, and I watched other things and forgot all about the stuff I was supposed to watch. So I apologize for that, but my brain's kind of gone into summer mode. That can happen. All right, so we'll start off today talking about the Buffalo Sabres, the reason I'm wearing a Sabres jersey. The Sabres made a move this morning that shores up their goaltending. They've brought back Craig Anderson for a year at $1.5 million. And so the 41-year-old goaltender gets another kick at the can. He was good for them. The question becoming one of, can he stay healthy for a full 82? That remains to be seen. And of course, with Luukkonen, with Anderson, I think they'll still look to add another goaltender. But at $1.5 million, it's pretty obvious that the plan is to have Anderson as one of the two goaltenders to at least start the season. But we'll see if Buffalo does go out and pick up somebody else, and what the plans are going to be this coming season. But if it's Anderson and Luukkonen as the tandem, we'll see how things shake down for them. But again, free agency starts in 13 days, and so they might be in on a goaltender then. They're just bringing back a guy they know they like, and so good on them for doing so. All right. Also on the board, Mikheyev. The rights to Mikheyev are being shopped, reportedly. Numerous from Sportsnet TSN reporting that, yes, the rights to Ilya Mikheyev are being shopped. He's a UFA in a couple weeks' time, and so what you'd be doing is you'd be trading for the right to negotiate with him exclusively. So other teams can't call him until we reach free agent day, and so his rights are available for trading. I would think it'll probably be a 5th, 6th, or 7th round draft pick just for the rights. And then, we'll see what happens from there. But there will be teams likely calling Toronto, looking to make a deal without giving up too much. Because, again, until you've signed him, right, things can go wrong until you got him signed. So for Mikheyev, who might very well be just hoping to reach the free agent market and might not be interested in sticking around, and we'll see, right? Maybe the right team trades for his rights and he decides to stick around there and sign a contract. So we'll keep track of that. Also, the Stanley Cup. So it was delivered to Landeskog, almost. It was actually delivered to his neighbor. Neighbors were kind enough to take that Stanley Cup and make sure it went where it was supposed to go. But it's one of those things that you would think that the NHL wouldn't just use a courier to deliver. But, these things happen, so I can't wait for the day when the cup just gets lost because it gets delivered to the wrong house and somebody goes, well, it got delivered here, so I guess it's mine. And then, they just have this Stanley Cup either on their roof or just out in front of the house. Yeah, it's the cup. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, you have some shrubbery around it. Could look really nice. Anyways, so the Stanley Cup is also being shown off today in the parade. The Colorado Avalanche having their Stanley Cup parade. The guys are enjoying some beverages while this parade's going on. So, yeah, the Avs are definitely in that afterglow of having won the Stanley Cup, and I'm happy for them. I think it's nice to see the organization get that after so many years, especially when you look back to where they were 5 years ago. How they've played this year and then winning the Stanley Cup is absolutely remarkable. So, again, congratulations to them on that. Also today, it has been revealed that Adam Gaudette, who's with the Ottawa Senators, and I thought played well enough with the Ottawa Senators, but the Senators will not be giving him a qualifying offer. So with restricted free agents, comparatively speaking with restricted free agents, in order to retain those rights, to make them restricted, you have to give them the qualifying offer. And teams may look at a player and say, okay, the qualifying offer is $800,000, but we don't have plans for him, so we just won't give him an offer. And he'll go to unrestricted free agency status and go onto the market. So it looks like that's what's going to happen with Gaudette. Again, I'm kind of surprised, at least a little bit. I thought he played well enough for the Senators when he got brought over there from Chicago. But again, I guess he's not in their plans beyond this season, and so he's not getting a qualifying offer. Doesn't mean they can't circle back later, but at this point, no qualifying offer means he hits the market. We'll see where he ends up. Good depth forward who sadly didn't reach that third line center spot that the Canucks had planned for him, and now he's gone through 2 different teams and may very well be headed to another. So hopefully Gaudette's able to find a place to plant himself and reach that potential, right? Interesting signing. Normally I don't talk about the two-way deals and the relatively minor deals, but Darren Raddysh, who didn't play a lot for Tampa Bay this year, but they traded his brother to the Chicago Blackhawks. So when I saw he was a UFA, I thought he may end up going to Chicago. Maybe he'll sign with Chicago and go play with his brother. But he has re-signed with the Tampa Bay Lightning. It is a 2-year deal. It is a two-way deal. So he gets paid a different amount in the AHL than the NHL. He still has to go through waivers. EA Sports has definitely fooled some fans into thinking a two-way deal means you don't have to go through the waiver wire, but you do. So for Raddysh, we'll see if he has any potential to end up on their opening night roster. Tampa Bay is always replenishing from within. It is part of how they stay at the top of the league and stay as a contender. And so maybe Raddysh ends up being one of those guys that steps in this upcoming season. Maybe he's a number 7 on their blue line. We'll see, right? But for Raddysh, he's staying in Tampa. So good for him. Also, yesterday's Memorial Cup. And again, I don't know. I wake up this morning, I check my phone, and I'm like, crap, the Memorial Cup. What in the world? So St. John wins 6-3. Imagine if that happened during the Stanley Cup playoffs. What happened? Well, Shannon went off, watched Big Bang Theory, a couple episodes of the Goldbergs. He didn't review that either. Just that would be great, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I didn't end up watching the hockey games tonight, but I watched the Goldbergs, so I'm going to review that on the Hockey Channel. Oh, man, that would just be... Anyways, the Memorial Cup goes to St. John. They win 6-3. I blame that on me buying a Hamilton jersey. So William Dufour, has won the MVP. He had 7 goals and an assist in the 4 games. He was a number 152 pick in the 2020 draft by the New York Islanders. So if you're an Islanders fan, there you go. 2020 draft as well means that he'll be at training camp, and who knows, maybe he ends up being one of those guys who gets drafted later and ends up looking like a steal pretty darn quickly after he gets drafted. So congratulations to Dufour and to the St. John Sea Dogs. And again, it just escaped my mind last night. Even I was gonna watch AEW. I was like, I can sit and watch Dynamite. I can watch the whole episode. This is gonna be great. It's blood and guts. Get up this morning and I'm like, ups and downs. AEW. Oh, I forgot. It's one of those rarities. But anyways, it happened. I move along. Tomorrow's a big day in the National Hockey League. It's July 1st. Now, normally July 1st is free agency day. The NHL plans to have July 1st as free agency day again next year, meaning they plan to have the draft in the final week of June, which is the perfect time for it, meaning we could get the Stanley Cup winner awarded about a week ahead of where it was this year, maybe a little bit more. The season's starting on October 11th, so here's to hoping for an earlier finish to the season. But buyout period starts tomorrow. So teams are going to be buying out players. There's a lot of speculation about Cassian with the Edmonton Oilers. There's speculation about Dickinson in Vancouver. There's a lot of players who could be and might be, and there's a lot of guesswork involved. And so tomorrow that guesswork starts to peel away as teams can go through this buyout period and just buy out contracts. For players over 26 when they sign their deal, I believe it's 2/3 of the contract that has to get paid out. It is 1/3 for players 26 and younger. So it is easier to buy out a younger player than an older player. It just doesn't happen that often because usually the younger players aren't necessarily the ones weighing you down. And usually the players that are younger aren't the ones on those big contracts. So, and if it's a young player on a big contract, it's because they're a star player and you're not going to buy them out just because you'd save some money. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with the buyout period. Let me know in the comment section below who you think gets bought out starting tomorrow. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. And I will keep a very, very keen eye on everything today. Because, yeah, yesterday was just my brain said, well, I'm in holiday mode. We did the trek. We're good. We're fine. Whoops. So anyways, thank you guys so much for all your support. It means a lot. I will talk to you again soon.